Hey crypto family, glad to see you back on the show. And man, do we have a great show for you today. A brand new XRP ledger amendment is being worked on, which could let the world's biggest banks do anything they want. I'm so excited I could bounce off the walls. Are you guys ready to see history? We might be closer to mass acceptance from the big institutions than we think. We're going to explain everything to you. Quick look at the market. Cryptocurrency's huge market cap of $3.98 trillion is taking a break today by 3%. It's getting hot above $115,000 for Bitcoin, above $4,300 for Ethereum, and above $299 for our favorite cryptocurrency, XRP. Yes, XRP has dropped 4.2% in the last day and 6.7% so far this week, moving back and forth between $295 and $315. But keep this in mind, what do you see when you zoom out to that 265 to 365 range? It's just normal market talk. Forget about being scared, people. You can think of it as a basketball that is still in play and still in the game. There may be some red on the charts, but how do people feel? There is still a bullish vibe, and there is some good back and forth action. If this XRP news helps you, please click the like button. It helps me get in touch with more crypto people. If you like the movie, YouTube will show it to more XRP traders and investors who need it. Let's watch the movie again. Right then, let's start the party. But wait until you hear what Michael Saylor said. Oh my God, this is going to go badly. Also, guess what? We're no longer dealing with Gary Gensler's witch hunt. These are the things Michael Saylor wants to say. But I think this is what really happened. Gary Gensler's whole witch hunt, that was a great example of how to deliberately hurt the market. It was the big banks' job to keep the crypto market down while they quietly set themselves up behind the scenes. They knew they couldn't stop the train, but they thought they could put the brakes on hard enough to buy some time. We're seeing the same thing with the Ripple Trust and Circle Trust licenses right now. They are still putting things off and putting off what has to be done. In the end, though, this is going to happen whether they like it or not. Listen up. Everyone has the right to an opinion, even Michael Saylor, but no one has the right to make up their own facts. XRP is not a security at all. The best part is now here. The SEC no longer even thinks of most digital assets as stocks. Now that this witch hunt show is over, it's time to go home. This year, Goldman Sachs wants the Fed to cut rates 3 times. Also, let's be honest, we don't have much time left in this year. Rate cuts that start in September are getting a lot of attention. Also, really, can you say bull run? Because any cut will basically make the markets go crazy and make people want to invest their cheaper money in risky things, especially crypto. Exactly what I see is taking place. Do not doubt that there is much more to come from this. But now comes the important part. What will happen to Circle down the road? This is really big, people. Coinbase gets 50 to 60% of Circle's income. So when rates go down, it hurts their ability to make money. No matter how much they cut, a quarter point, a half point or more, that's real money that they won't get back. Plus, they give Coinbase more than half of it already. This is where things get interesting. As these events happen, other platforms are wondering why they should keep pushing USDC when we're just making Coinbase rich. It's not over yet. We haven't seen anything yet, I promise. After that, this news comes out. Lemonways is connecting with RippleNet so that markets can get paid right away. Is it true that all of these little links are happening in the background? Different businesses with different rules are quietly building while the market is falling like a brick. Do you see what's going on? They are not putting on the brakes. They're not having a bad mood because they don't want this to fail. Not at all. They're stepping it up. Indeed, this is precisely when the real magic takes place. Someone named Digital Asset Investor wrote a post that I really liked. In it, he talks about an investment chat he had with his son. As he talks, he says that these bad economic times are exactly where real wealth is made, because this is when the calm, well-informed people who know where they want their money to go want to spend it. These people are moving while everyone else is hiding. Because the truth is that you can never get the bottom and the top just right. That's just how things are right now that things are crazy. Guess what? The dip was something I bought this morning. Not sure about this? Take a look here. Boom, that's proof. I took some. I believe I bought it for about $298 or $297. No, it really doesn't matter what the price was. To sum up, I bought that morning. I did it even though it was really scary. I didn't buy a lot, but I did enough to stick to my plan. I'm not here to give you business advice, but I'm glad I did it. There's no doubt that I see huge value here. No, it's not about getting the right dollar cost average or anything like that for me. I'm just trying to get as many of these assets as I can before all the rules are worked out and a huge flood of institutional money hits the market and drives prices through the roof. In the spirit of big moves, take a look at this. Gemini has some breaking news. Who is giving money to this big exchange? Swirl. People, they're getting ready for their NASDAQ IPO, and bam, the Ripple credit deal is right there. People, they're actually giving out loans. That partnership is really cool. I really want Gemini and the Winklevoss twins to show up at XRP Las Vegas 26 and talk about this great deal they've got going and everything else they're working on. That would be really cool. And take a look at these stories. Remember a few weeks ago when Dom and Phil Kwok, the founders of EasyA, were center stage at the New York Stock Exchange? This comes up because that picture made me think of it. And all the other people were complaining that XRP Ledger wasn't being used enough, but these two went out and built the app store for XRP Ledger and blockchain. They're now worth $3 to $4 billion, while everyone else was upset and spreading rumors that we weren't a top asset anymore. That was a bunch of These guys worked hard with their heads down, going all over the world, and they're still doing it. A lot of respect for them. Also, check this out. VetXO was at XRP Las Vegas. I had the chance to meet him in person, and I must say he's great. This important institutional piece that he's making is about to go live on XRP Ledger. Basically, a must-have for legal use. Credentials has 28 yes votes and is very close to the timer that starts the process. Credentials is like the base for permission domain decentralized trades, along with other changes that are fixed.